What is going on, everybody? I am the FDGURU, bringing to you guys a Tuesday MLB edition of my DFS podcast. We have 10 games on the main slate tonight, an after-hour slate as well. Like last night, 2 games. We have 5 games for the early slate, starting at 6:10 Eastern. I will most likely make a lineup for my website and my dub club. Since we have 5 games, I think I can make 2 different lineups there. So expect that later on. Coming off of a pretty solid main slate last night, the cash and hybrid teams easily cashed in. We had Paul Skeens, for good reason, against the Reds. Alec Boehm hit a huge home run that I had on every lineup. Ohtani did what he had to do at Coors Field. Patrick Bailey ended up hitting a home run for the cash team. Or the hybrid team rather, and just an overall pretty solid day. The parlay from the Dub Club hit once again. I've had a member absolutely crushing these. He had 145 for 520 yesterday. It's usually a 3-team money line parlay for around plus 250 plus 300, and they've been working out really well so far. So expect more things for tonight for the Dub Club. You can sign up below the video. I'll have plenty of content for that later today. So we have one weather game to worry about. Tampa Bay at Minnesota looks like there could definitely be a late start and even possibly a cancellation there. So I'll leave that game out of here. Other than that, every other game looks like they're going to be okay to play. Not a ton of value, not a ton of pitching value, not a ton of hitting value. We have the Dodgers at Coors Field again. We're going to want to look at Ohtani. He was popular yesterday, even at 5,100. He's now 5,200. We're going to want to look his way again. But for pitcher, I think the best spend up is Framber Valdez against the White Sox. He's coming off of a really bad game against the Giants. Last game, 5 earned, 0 fantasy points, but he's had some really, really strong starts this year. 55 against Oakland, 58 against the Angels. Looks like he really thrives when he pitches against bad teams, and that's the matchup he has tonight. He's on the road in Chicago. He's a big minus 195 favorite. The Astros should be able to give him some run support tonight, as they have a matchup against Jonathan Cannon of the White Sox. So I like Valdez at 9,400. He's projected the most fantasy points over any pitcher here tonight. So 9,400, not a bad price on Valdez there. If you wanted to go cheaper, one cheaper pitcher I was looking at is Tobias Myers against the Angels. A pretty good matchup, only 7,900. He's been pretty good as of late, 3.76 ERA. He's gone his last 14 innings pitched. He's given up just 1 earned run, so he's in good form. I don't mind this play. It's a pretty good matchup against the Angels, so if you wanted to go cheaper there, Tobias Myers is the guy I'd be looking at. A lot of things are spitting out Walker Buehler, but I don't like Buehler tonight at Coors Field. Obviously, Coors Field, not a good park to pitch at, and he has not been good since coming back from injury. Not really producing outside of that game against the Reds. I just don't think it's worth it tonight with this matchup at Coors Field. I'd rather go to Tobias Myers for $100 more. For the infield, if you're picking Valdez, this is a nice value play. If you have Tobias Myers, you're not going to need to go this low, and he has a matchup against him. But Brandon Drury just came back from the IL, and he's only 2,200. He hasn't had a great year. He's been hurt. But if he's going to be batting 5th or 6th in this lineup at 2,200, he can save you a lot of salary. I don't mind going here just because we know he's a good player and he can turn it on any given night. I do like saving money here. There's not a lot of great value bats as of right now, but things can always change when we get confirmed lineups, because sometimes guys are hitting in good spots of the lineups that they don't usually hit in. So we'll have to see later on today, but Drury looks like a pretty good value play if you're picking Valdez at pitcher for only 2,200. For third base, the Astros, one of the best teams to stack tonight. I think Alex Bregman is one of the best value plays on this slate at only $3,000. Ooh, boy. I just got a heat advisory. It's like 95 degrees in Central Mass. That's crazy. That scared the shit out of me. Alex Bregman's a good play, though, at 3,000. He got really hot a couple of weeks ago, kind of cooled off a little bit, but, before last game, he had gone, 2+ weeks without getting a 0, so he's contributing one way or the other. Again, good matchup tonight for the Astros. They're expected to score a lot of runs tonight. I think they're the highest run projected team outside of Coors Field tonight, so the Astros look pretty good against the White Sox. Bregman, good value play at 3,000. One other thing I meant to mention is I did a giveaway, a Guru credit code if you missed it, for the Celtics winning the finals last night. So go to my site. The code is all caps, Celtics Champs, and you'll get some free Guru credits just in case you missed that on my Twitter. I meant to mention that earlier. For outfield, we're going to go to Ohtani. It's just a no-brainer. This guy is so good. And going to Coors Field just enhances and boosts him that much more. He went 3 for 5 yesterday with 2 doubles, 34 fantasy points without even hitting a home run. He even walked. He stole a base. He got up 6 times. He's going to probably be leading off again tonight. He's got a lefty-lefty matchup against Austin Gomber of the Rockies, but I care about lefty-lefty matchups. I do not care here. Ohtani should be getting 5 at-bats tonight at Coors Field. He is a priority. We'll have to find a way, just like yesterday, to find some cheap bats and fit him in with Framber Valdez. And then our last play, I honestly, he was definitely cheaper. I forget who I had in here. Let me do a little bit of scrolling here. It might have been Kalinick again on the Braves at 2,700. I don't mind him again. He ended up getting a hit for us and stealing a base yesterday. Went 1 for 4. The Braves minus 170 with a 9 over-under, so a great spot for them. They've been disappointing this year. Even though they are 39-31, they have not been putting up runs like everyone expected them to do. They only won 2-1 last night, but Kalinick, with just like in yesterday's video, with no Acuna, no Michael Harris, lefty-righty matchup, there's a decent chance he leads off again. Good value play at 2,700, batting 270 on the year. If he gets on base, there's a high chance that he gets around and scores. So I do like this as a value play, again, at sub 3K. That'll do it for this video, guys. Let's have another great night here. And let's get after it. 10 games on the main slate, 5 games on the early slate, 2 games on the after-hours slate. Let's crush all of them. Until next time, I appreciate you guys. I am the FD Guru. Peace.